Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. Barely legal. Now you're thinking, what is barely legal? It is coming soon. This is still a work in progress, but let me explain to you what barely legal is all about. Firstly, it is exclusive to Discord and Discord only. If you're not in the Discord Championship Manager 0102 server, get your ass in it. Let me know, and I will ping you the invite code because that expires every 3 days. Once you're in it, you'll see Barely Legal Interactive. Just pop your registration in there. Let me explain. At the moment, we've got about 8-9 people. I can have up to 50, so certainly I'm still recruiting. But this is still a work in progress, so bear with me on it. So what I'm doing is, right, I'm utilising the 1984/85 database. Now, I'm going to show you what I've done here. I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing right here. I've got the editor. Let's just close that shit down. I've got the editor running alongside it, as you can see. We are called Barely Legal. We are going to be in the 4th division of football. Reminding you that we are playing the 84 update. So that means that the inflation is much lower. It's actually divisible by 5 in comparison to the ODB. So I'm going to show you right here and now. Barely Legal, where are we? We are there. And so far, let's just take control of our team, Barely Legal. And there we go. So, as you can see, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 players. We've got 10 players registered so far. So, let's talk about the first guy, Jesper Ronman. Jesper Ronman, I've let him choose his name. He's chose Jesper Laudrup. Jesper is Danish. You can choose what? You can choose one nationality, only one. He's chose Faroe Islands. You can choose one position. He's chose sweeper, and you can choose 3 attributes. Now, basically, let me show you what I've done here, because this, remember, you know, if I show you over here, let's do this. Let's go to it over here. So Jesper. Let's go to Jesper Laudrup. So he will start as an 18-year-old, as you can see, the first of the first 66, as will everybody. Okay. That's his chosen name. His contract, Barely Legal. The date joined, that auto gets put in. I don't touch that. And I can't alter the contract expires. It keeps defaulting, so I'm leaving that as is. The traits for every player will be, as you see, adaptability, ambition, determination, loyalty, pressure, professionalism, sportsmanship, and temperament will all be 12. Preferences, they're not having any preferences. Position, he's chosen to be a sweeper. As you can see, he wanted to be a left-sided sweeper, but I learnt today you can't be that. Well, you can be, but you have to be central as well. And I don't want anyone to have any additional concepts. So he's a central sweeper. Current ability, every player will start with a 100 current ability and a potential ability of 200 with a home rep, current rep, and world rep as 100. The 3 attributes he has chosen: technique 20, pace 20, finishing 20. Now that's interesting because that's what he wanted, to go with a sweeper, which is a little bit, maybe there's a method, I don't know. But as you can see, we've just loaded up a game there. The technique and the pace has kicked in at 20, but the finishing hasn't. So, his value, as you can see, his value is 230 grand. Now remember what I said, it's divisible by 5 because I'm using the 84/85 update. So technically speaking, he's worth £1 million if you want to look at it like that. He's on £1,000 a week, you know, so, you know, and the contract expiry, you know, that is what it is. So the idea of the game's going to be that, let's pretend I'm starting it right now. I will now holiday a full season with these guys, and then at the end of the season, we will look to see how they got on. How did Jesper Laudrup get on? How many games did he play? What was his average rating? What was his assists? What was his goals? His disciplinary? Blah, 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 blah. That's the plan. And then next season, let's see if he made a move, and so on and so on and so on. And I will do this until the year 2001, which of course is essentially when CM starts. 17 seasons the guys have, where they'll then be, of course, 35 years of age. And we will see what sort of career they had in 17 years. Who knows? So, before I go to the next person, let's come off this. Our next person, we'll go to Wayne Chester. Now, Wayne, as you can see, same date of birth, same traits, no preferences, same playing ability. He's chosen to be a central midfielder, And his three attributes, now actually I'm waiting to hear back from him. He chose work rate, strength, and I think he chose determination. But determination is a trait and not an attribute. So I've asked him to give me another one unless he wants me to keep it as stamina. Okay, so I've not looked at Wayne Chester. Now remember that every new test save can differ on a player. So going back to Jesper, his finishing might be different. Anything might be different. So let's see what Wayne Chester is like on this test save. He don't look that great, does he? No, I mean, yeah, he don't look too bad. He don't look too bad. He does not look too bad whatsoever, does he? Okay, so there's Wayne Chester. Okay, over to our next guy then. Let's see who we go to next. Let's go for Trevor Choi. Trevor Choi. As you can see, he wants to be I think he is genuinely Hong Kong, by the way. That's not a piss take. As is. And his position, he did change his position. He is a striker. And I think he's chosen, as you can see, pace, finishing, and acceleration. He's got no history, obviously. Let's see what Trevor Choi is in the game. Let's see what he looks like. Looks alright, don't he? Looks fucking good. Looks good. Looks good. Let's just see how long he's out for with a broken arm. We will see. Now, my next one I want to look at is Lee Sharples, because Lee Sharples was a weird one. Lee Sharples has opted to be a defensive midfield right. Now, I'm going to tell you about a little... I'm not going to call it a loophole here, right? But because he's opted to be a defensive midfielder, I've opted to give him the wing-back specific role. Okay? So wing-back specific role to warrant a defensive midfielder, because I feel that defensive midfielder is not the greatest... In my opinion, it's not a great position in the game. But I think it is more beneficial to have the wing-back. So call it a loophole if you wish. The bottom line is, he still does not exist at anything different on here. Defensive midfielder. And his playing attributes that he's chosen are very interesting. Dirtiness, injury prone, and long shots. Very, very interesting combination there. Now, you can't see dirtiness. However, as I said, this is a work in progress. I am looking to try and get the fourth column of attributes implemented. I'm not sure if I can on the 84-85 version. Still working on that. Just like I'm looking to get the non-EU rule abolished on this version. It didn't let me before, but I'm hoping for some feedback to get that abolished as well. If I can get the fourth column, you'll be able to see... you have to see Lee Sharple's dirtiness attribute of 20. The long shots you can see is already there at 20. And the injury prone is also a part of the fourth column of attributes. So I think he's gone for realism, maybe. Maybe, you know, maybe he's got a glass back. I don't know. Okay, so who should we go to next then? Let's have a look at Philippe Dirala. Big Phil. He's a right-sided defender. He did actually openly say to me he wants to be a regen of Lee Dixon. His three attributes are teamwork, work rate, and his third one he chose as determination. So again, I had to sort of say, mate, I need a replacement for determination, because you're always going to have 12. Everyone will have 12 on determination, as you can see right there. So I'll put tackling in, and if he doesn't want an alternative, I'll leave him with tackling. Let's see how he looks on this test save. Big Phil, Brazilian, of course, that's natural. Looks good. Big Phil looks very, very good. Let's see how he flares up. Let's go over to Megadonte Evangelou. He's chosen Italian. I'm not sure why Italian, because I think he's Greek. But doesn't matter. Let's see. He's chosen the position to be a central defender. And he's chosen three solid attributes. I feel he has anyway. Probably the three very best, in my opinion. Let's see how he looks. Tackling. See, that's interesting, isn't it? Tackling's coming in at 12. Positioning at 12, marking at 12, even though we've put 20 on the editor. But you've got to remember, it's other factors to take into account. Things like your current ability, your reputation, that sort of stuff. Let me point out though that the guys are at Barely Legal. Now Barely Legal I've put as a big stadium, top facilities. Now that's important, because you know the idea is really I'm going to actually give them an assistant manager. I think we should give them an assistant manager, just in the interest of fairness. Let's go to the next person then. Connor Marchbank. Connor, our very own Scotsman. He's got an estimated wage. Have they all got estimated wage? Have they? Interesting. Trait should be as is. Like to just double check my own work. He's gone for an attacking midfielder. Actually, Connor said attacking midfield left centre, but I've gone back to Connor and said either one or the other, let me know. So I've left him with attacking midfield centre until he tells me otherwise. And he's opted for long shots, flair and creativity, which took me a while because it turns out creativity is actually vision, which I didn't realise. But let's have a look at what he looks like. Mr. Connor Marchbank. There you see, looks good. Look at that. Now I know I've got someone to add to this. Gary Johnson's going to be arriving in this as probably a midfielder or a central midfielder. Very Graham Souness. So with him and Connor Marchbank, Scotland can fucking dominate. They really can dominate, can't they? What's he coming in? It's coming on 20. Now that's right, £20 a week. Because you've got to think to yourself, the editor does not allow for the database that you're using. So they say £100 per week. It's correct that it's on £20 a week. Okay. Who else we got to check now then? Alejandro Moriza. Almo, our very own Almo, who's chosen to be a Chile representative. Now this is interesting because when I did a test earlier on, he had 2 caps. And I had to check here to make sure he didn't, and he didn't. 2 caps, he's got all the traits. Almo, you want to be an attack midfield centre as well. Your 3 attributes, creativity, pace and dribbling. Let's see how our very own Almo looks. There he is. And he looks fucking... Oh, he's 4 caps this time. 4 caps this time. Okay, not really sure. I need to work out how to deal with it. I don't want him to have 4 caps. I do not want him to have 4 caps. That's a fact. So, need to work out really how the best way I'm going to do that. Maybe I need to write in 0 caps. I don't know. I will see. But he looks good, don't he? Let's just see what he's worth. Oh, wow. Wow, what a value. So essentially, you know, he's over £3.2 million on an ODB. But that is a great value. And I'm really not sure what... See, this is why I think he's being given caps. Ah, I see. So that's why he's being given caps, I would imagine. But looking, you know, I'm going to look into that. As I said, still a work in progress. Now, I was talking to you a minute ago about loopholes in Lee Sharples. I'm now going to talk about this guy here. His name is Krista Tan, Singaporean international. He chose Singapore or Thailand. I've gone with his primary choice and asked him to tell me if he wants it to be different. There's his traits. His position is defensive midfielder. His 3 attributes were work rate, aggression, and he said both feet. Now, call it a loophole if you wish, because that's what I've opted to do. I've opted to take that on board, and I've made it a 20 left foot and a 20 right foot. So he's either foot. Call it a loophole, but you know what? It's all about loopholes, isn't it? It's all about beating the game. Let's see how he looks then. Let's see how he looks. And there he is. Singapore international. 230 grand. Okay. Looks all right. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. Who's left now then? Who have we been to yet? We've been to Wayne, Trevor, Evangeline, Laudrup, Marchbank, Almo, Lee Sharple. The last person then is Trunky, whose name is Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt, aka Trunky, and he wants to be a Swedish international, as you can see. Traits are all as is. As is, he wants to be a left. Did he say he must have said a left back? And he's opted for positioning, tackling, and marking. I think one of them. He's gone for determination, and I think it was marking. And I said, I've gone marking. Let me know if you want to change it. So let's see how he looks. Let's see how Trunky looks. Where is he? He's our left back. Wow, he looks fucking great, don't he? I mean, bravery. Let me just check something a minute. Just make sure. I didn't put him as I didn't put the bravery up, did I? No, I mean, he's loaded up really well here, isn't he? He's loaded up extremely well. So positioning, tackling and marking are all coming at 13. Looks good. Looks very, very good indeed. Wow, he's on a lot of money. Wow. Now that's interesting because maybe I should give everybody a simple wage. In fact, I think I might do that. I can't change the contract expiry, but I might give everybody a set wage. I just think, right, it could not influence, but it could deter a move for Trunky. Alternatively, I might just let it see how it starts. You know, that is the luck. That's the luck of the game. So, coming soon, guys, coming soon. And just to remind you of something I said at the start of the video, if you want to be part of this, get onto the Discord server. Let me know, and I will ping a reply message with the server code. You've got 3 days before it expires, and then put your registration in on the Barely Legal. When I think we've got a good enough amount, I then will start this going. And that's all you need to do, guys. I will do the rest, and I will obviously make an ongoing video story on this. It's all good. Till next time from me, guys, take it easy.